Welcome to the MHS Sports Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Pranav Sriraman, and today I'm joined by John Winka. John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
For sure, for sure. Before we get started, guys, make sure you subscribe to the MHS News Productions YouTube channel for the best video and digital content around. But with that being said, let's get it started. So, John, you're in your fourth year of running cross country and track at Marquette. Is that right?
It's it's been a fun 4 years so far. Hope to keep going this weekend.
So, John, how long have you been competitively running?
I think my first 5K was when I was in like fourth grade. I've never really ran competitively until high school though. But my first race where there was placements and stuff was like in fourth grade.
What inspired you to start running cross country and track at Marquette?
I was always a good distance runner. I always noticed that I was able to just keep running and not really get tired. So I figured that that would be a good sport to look into.
And for those who don't know, would you be able to distinguish what the difference between cross country and track are?
Yeah, so cross country is running off road and kind of in grass and stuff, and track is just on the track. It's yeah.
And what events do you participate in both track and cross country?
So cross country is pretty much just a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and then on in track I participate in the 3200, 1600, and 800.
And what are the biggest challenges you've had to encounter in your time running track at Marquette?
Uh, Pacing has always been something that I've struggled with, going out either too fast or too slow, and just staying healthy, fighting through injuries, stuff like that.
If you don't mind me asking, what injuries have you dealt with and how have you kind of overcome them?
My sophomore year, I had a little knee injury in the off season, so I had to go to physical therapy for that. And then my junior track season, I had really bad shin splints. And for the shin splints, there's nothing you can really do about it. You just kind of have to take a lot of like pain relieving medicine and just run on it, just keep going. So
And,
that's how I
and
dealt with them.
throughout that process, was there anything like additionally to physical therapy you've had to do or within the season, like changing your diet or anything like that?
Um, you have to add in new exercises to kind of help strengthen those areas after you've. That way, the injuries don't come back, and uh, you can get stronger so that they don't happen in the future as well. But I haven't changed up anything in like my diet. Yeah.
And what has it been like trying to balance both your school workload along with athletics, and how have you gotten better at that throughout your time in high school?
Uh, Luckily, athletics they don't, for high school at least, they don't go too long into the night. They're over by about 5:30, and I'm home by around 6. So I have a lot of time to do it, but I also try and do it in any free time I have during a class, or that way I can just relax, and not have as much of a stressful workload when I get home.
Would you say it's been easier trying to manage that load earlier in your high school life or later on in your high school life?
I would say later on, just because you get more used to how things run in high school, so you start to understand uh, how how to yeah. I just understand how it runs a little better, and so it's helped me.
And with this being your senior year at Marquette, what would you describe your overall experience in cross country and track as?
Oh, it's been great. Made a lot of new friends and good coaches. I haven't had an issue, and I like doing it. So it's pretty fun. And yeah,
Is this something you're looking forward to pursuing in college or later on in your life, or is it just a high school thing?
Think this is just gonna be a high school thing, but I'll probably stay running just to stay in shape and stay healthy in the future.
Outside of, competitiveness, how has running helped you? Has it helped you deal with things a bit better? Can you talk about that for me?
Yeah, running, it's helped me actually on like a stress relieving way almost. It kind of clears my head when I'm out running, and it takes my mind off anything that is either stressful or bringing me down. When I go for a run, I forget about it, and then uh, yeah, it's kind of a stress reliever in my to help me. Yeah.
In your experience running track for Marquette, what would you change and what has been your fondest memories?
Well, I would, I guess I would change like for what I would change or like in the program sense. Uh,
In terms of, like, just, like, your overall experience, if that has to do with the program or just, like, anything you've dealt with personally.
Well, I would have gone back and done the off-season workouts. Would have made it a lot better because I would have been a lot faster and a lot more competitive with some of the guys. But yeah, that not I don't really have anything to change within the like Marquette's program itself. Just kind of some stuff that I wish I had done when I was a freshman, sophomore, or junior. Just went back and did off-season training.
And if there's anyone looking to get into running both competitively or just as, like, a way of working out, what would be your biggest piece of advice for that person?
Just go out and try it. I know a lot of people on the cross country team who just kind of were out there to work out, and stay in shape, and they found out that they have kind of a natural gift for it, and they're some of our best runners right now. So I would say just go out there and try it, see what you have.
Excellent. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the MHS Sports Talk. John, thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
For sure, for sure. And until next time, guys, peace.